Father. So I stood up straight, I licked my lips, and I began. Father. M-O-T-H-E-R, Father. Spellmaster looks at his note cards, looks back at me. I'm sorry, but you are incorrect. Oh, wait, I'm kind of confused. I mean, my father's sitting right there in the car. Excuse me? I'm sorry, son, but you are incorrect. Well then you, sir, can save your sorry apologies because you must mean incorrect as being within the parameters of being right. Now let me explain something to you, because obviously you ain't grown up where Papa's no Rolling Stones down the hills of women's backsides, because when he left us, we were alone. One minstrel around on bikes, balancing 2 jobs and 2 kids and a life on a unicycle, and it looks something like this. Breastfeeding with one arm, phone on the shoulder, cooking with one arm, cleaning with one leg and tight, sneakers with their teeth. Young fathers who make mistakes could have aborted us, put us up for adoption, but opted to carry us, deliver us, teach us to do better than they ever did, be better than they ever were. But the one mistake that they do not make is abandoning their seeds. Because you see, fathers are master gardeners. They tend to every leaf, removing the weeds, placing us near the windows of opportunities that we can lean towards the sun so we can grow. We know that the sky is the limit. Planting kisses on our cheeks and hugs on our backs the best way they know how. Like my mother. My mother sacrificed having nothing so that I could have everything. My mother walked a daily nightmare so that I could live my dreams. My mother watered me with blood, sweat, and tears so that I could be ripe for the harvest, and I hope one day I could be great as a father as she was for me. You did not ask me to spell mother. You did not ask me to spell deadbeat, sir. But if you like deadbeat, here it is. F-A-T-H-E-R, D-A-D, P-O-P, P-O-P-S. You asked me to spell father, and father is, and always has been, M-O-T-H-E-R. So Google it. Look at your flashcards. Open your dictionaries. But what Webster says don't mean shit around here, because my mother's sitting right there, and I love her.
Wow, that was very well done, Colin. I really liked the second one a lot. Up next we have Shay Thompson, who's going to perform a couple of his poems. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
First one, spreading lies. If I've told you once, I've told you enough times to fill the moon and all of its bloated cavernous pores, but you don't listen. You fill your own cavernous pores with your own lies, spilling across those opening train tracks. Go. Cast your villainous allegations far from here, far from my ears, so that my brain won't suffer such a corrupting presence. Well, you will not leave, so then I will convert you to my obviously correct viewpoint. Let me put in this DVD into the tray. No, do not place your judgmental heathen eyes on such an inappropriate box art. If you were to look upon the picture of 2 20-somethings entwined in careful carnal caressing, encased in a shade of pink, you would descend upon me with a finger pointing so righteous, one would only imagine an army of angels standing behind it. Lesser men would fall before such opinions, but in this singular case, I stand proud and firm and sturdy, and I proclaim, Before Sunrise is not a chick flick. Maybe this pacifies you. I will then request you avert your eyes, for the very creators of this DVD have not just followed the front of the box, but the movie's digital menu as well. Hell hath no fury comparable to the sight I would see in your eyes when they perceive the menu whose cursor is represented by a little pink heart. Shut up! It's not true! I'm not the one in denial. Look, I'll start the movie. Look. Now, I know you'll say, the moment the leads look at each other with their perfect 90s fashion and suddenly see their soulmates, you'll accuse me of delusion or hysteria, or not even knowing what a chick flick is. I know what it isn't. Before Sunrise is a philosophical romance film. It transcends your petty gender roles. and the foolish surface-level interpretation these marketing morons slapped onto the physical manifestation of an otherwise perfect film. Before Sunrise is a great movie. Shut the hell up. My second piece is entitled, I found this piece on the internet. I didn't write it and it's not mine. I can speak through the mouth of anyone. Take this one, for instance, this mindless, blathering fool who fancies himself a presenter. He's just reading words on a page. I can make him say anything. You're probably not even listening to yourself, asshole. You really should. So you can hear yourself say things like, boy, something smells. I think I may have pooped my pants. What do I do if I have an oopsie while performing? Ha ha ha, sucker. He probably acted it out and everything. Ah, the power to command is intoxicating. Who says I can't write slam poetry when I'm drunk, huh? Who would even know anyway? Not Mr. Microphone Schlub here who can't stop himself from making out with the microphone. Feeling aroused yet? Why else would you submit yourself to this shameful piece of snobbish wankery if you weren't getting off on it? That's what you get for reading off of sheets you didn't write. Maybe next time you'll write it in that red notebook of yours and actually make something clever. You'd like to believe you're capable, wouldn't you? You'd like to pretend that you could write anything you set your mind to because you're a genius. And yet, you couldn't think of anything because you're weak and inconsistent. Just like how you fancy yourself good at improv, but you're terrified at every performance that the big will be up and everybody will know that you're just as slobbering and unclever as you were last year. Don't be so hard on yourself. I bet some girl will enjoy your performance so much she'll let you get somewhere between first and second base. You'll probably never see her again, which is good, because you'd realize that it's not you, presenter, that she likes and thinks is clever. You are just my puppet. I am the one behind the strings. I am the one who makes you what you are. And you better know who is the goddamn boss. Now step back and bow, and reap the rewards that my talent has bestowed upon you.